Well, it's week 4 of the LCS with coverage brought to you by Alienware. Talking about this on Friday, the first day. I'm joined right now by Closer. Closer, we were just talking before the start of the interview about the situation where CLG always throws the game. You guys always throw the lead. Very long game. I feel like we're repeating ourselves this year. And you said you don't know why you guys always throw the lead. So I don't know. I mean, what is happening? You have no idea?
I mean, obviously, I know we have some problems going on right now. We are not perfect, but we can be.
We are not perfect, but we can be. I think that's a great.
Yeah.
Do you tell that to your teammates before the start of the match?
Nah, I just tell them we are perfect.
We're perfect. And then
Yeah,
after the
don't
match, you
worry.
say, okay, we're not perfect, but we can be.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, talk to me a little bit about that match against CLG, because obviously, I think people have felt like CLG has the potential to be good, but they've just been always blocked by it. On the other hand, you guys have had a really respectable season with some unfortunate losses here and there. So, what what do you think of that match, especially since we're at the halfway point of the season?
I mean, yeah, I don't think CLG is like as bad as the standings. I think any team can beat any team right now. Like that, every team is strong. And yeah, about this match, it's just another classic 100 Thieves game. To be honest, we have a lead, we stack Drakes, take the Herald, and then randomly lose the fight, get TP'd on or something, and lose the lead, go for a 40-minute game, and then win it and at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the strategy. I mean, do you think that you guys are really close to just being in a place where you can have these clean games, or is there a lot of work to be done to get to a place where you're able to close things out?
I mean, for sure. I think like we are taking lead against any team. I think so far. I think we only lost to TSM without like having lead. Maybe I don't really remember right now, but I just see this as like a process, and it's a journey, and I wasn't expecting it to be easy. It's just we are having a hard time right now. We are having problems, but the important thing is the problems are like showing right now, not in playoffs, not in finals. So as long as we can learn from it. It's just classic, you know. As long as we can learn from it, we can improve from it. We
Yeah.
can be a good team. But I feel like we have the right mindset, and we are not like getting really affected from losses. And somehow we are managed to just steal some victories. So we are good at the standings as well. But obviously we know our mistakes. But we have a 5 good player, and I believe we are a good team. We can be we can be clean for sure.
Well, you said that the problems are showing up right now. Obviously, we've identified the issues with maintaining a lead, but what are some of the other problems? I mean, do you think there are communication issues with the team? Is it a draft? I mean, where are these issues popping up?
I mean, if we lose, it's the draft
Yes,
always.
I forgot. That's the thing.
yeah,
It's always
yeah,
Zix's
yeah.
fault. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I actually think that we had like a bad read of the meta. I think it showed in our drafts. It's not only draft, of course, like we played bad as well, but I feel like we had like a really bad read on the meta. We thought some champions are good, and it wasn't. We are adapting, and I do believe the process, and we will be good at the end. I still think we are good,
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I
just,
think a lot of people think you're good. So,
yeah.
uh, though, okay. So I didn't get a chance to talk to anybody from 100 Thieves after last week, and hopefully it's
Oh,
been a week. So if it was a frustrating loss, we can talk about it. But the Golden Guardians loss was obviously a little
yeah.
memeable given where you guys came from previously. So
Yeah.
how did the team feel about that loss afterwards, and how did you guys manage that?
It's kind of like a wake up call, to be honest, because coming to that week, I believe that we were like up, and we were having like a good scrims, maybe not caring too much about the scrim mistakes. They're like, we are just playing, we are not like that focused, and the lose really showed our mistakes, and like we have to take this really seriously. You can lose to any team, you cannot underestimate anyone. So I think it was like a wake up call. I was like angry first 15 minutes after the game, but I mean, if you wanna win at the end, like you just have to learn from it, accept the defeat, learn from it, and try to not get too affected.
Yeah. Now, obviously, after this week, we only have 2 more weeks before playoffs. So, how confident are you that you can end in a good place and get everything together by that time?
I mean, I'm always confident, even if we go 0-20 in scrims. Like when I join into the game, I just see 10 champions in the game, and I know how to play. So I'm really confident we can perform and just win the whole thing.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, yeah, that's it.
Okay. You believe you can win the whole thing. I do want to
Yeah.
ask you, which team do you think would stand in your way from doing that, or which one would try to? Like who would you meet in the finals? Because obviously, I think there's a lot of people trying to figure out maybe who the best team is right now. A lot of people say TL is good, even if they're not showing up. C9 obviously looking good. So
Yeah.
who do you think?
I think C9 or TL. TSM will. TSM is like good right now. I think they won against TL today, but I don't see them as a threat, to be honest. I feel like we can match them well if we play a best of 5 against them. And C9 or TL is gonna be the real deal, I feel like. And I don't know, it's just weird. Like it seemed like we don't have a problem against TL. We have a problem against C9, and TL doesn't have problem against C9. So it's just like a weird triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I do want to ask you about this. Can you help me figure this out? Because I feel like TSM has been doing quite well for the past
Yeah.
couple of weeks. They're currently second in the standings as we speak, unless it's refreshed at some point in time. I've missed something, but second in the standings, tied with you guys. Why do so few people want to give them credit? Because I frequently hear them sort of dismissed as being in the conversation. So I'm wondering what I'm missing.
I mean, yeah, maybe we are just overestimating them, but I mean, when I look at the when I look at the names, I feel like for my team, my 5 player can match their 5 player, and I do believe we are a better team.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter even if we lose to them right now, we can definitely win against them. And yeah, that's basically it. I feel like their strategy is like fit. We know what they do, and they do it really well. So yeah, we just need to counter it,
Yeah.
that easy.
Just counter. No, I mean, and I'm not trying to come to their defense or anything. It's funny because I'm like, okay, this team is up near the top of the standings, and when I do Hotline League and talk to like Mark, when I talk to other people, when I do other interviews, everyone's kind of like counting them out. So I'm like, okay, but they're still up near the top. So I do appreciate the insight from you. Is there anything closer that you want to say here at the end of the interview?
I want to say thank you to all the 100 Thieves fans. I think this is I really feel the 100 Thieves has like a really good fan base, and they're supporting us. Hopefully, we can just earn their trust, earn their. I mean, they're
Respect,
saying
yeah.
really good things. I wanna like match their respect. I wanna win the whole thing. So hopefully we can do that. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. By the way, are you getting a tattoo if somebody retweets a Twitter account enough?
No, I'm not getting it.
You're not doing anything like that. Okay.
No, I'm not doing
Nate
it.
Shot only. Well, thank you so much, Closer, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. When I walk down the street in a mask, people yell at me and they say, "Is that gaming god Travis Gafford?" And it's always kind of embarrassing. I'm like, I kind of like cover the mask a little bit more, try to duck away. But then eventually a lot of people are all yelling about it. And what people don't know is that I would not be the gaming god that I am today without Alienware. You can check them out in the description, alienware.com/Travis 10 off. It'll save you 10% off your order. And then maybe you can get people cheering your name randomly on the street. I can't guarantee it. There's no promises, right? Like, this is not like a legally binding. Like, if there's fine print at the bottom, and there's not, because I don't want my editor to spend time doing that. But if there was, it would say that there's no guarantee that that's going to happen. Look, I just don't want any liability around this. But alienware.com/Travis 10 off. Check the link in the description. Use that code, save 10%, and it'll help me create content like this. The video that you just watched, specifically, and the other videos on this channel.